Good afternoon. I am Princess Jan and I'm your storyteller for this afternoon. Come with me as we delve and we immerse ourselves in the amazing stories and the stories that could mesmerize you and amaze you in different kind of ways. Let's go! Hi kids! It's me again, your storyteller, Manang Princess, or you could call me Manang Jan. Are you ready for our story this afternoon? Okay, are you still reading books? Yes, that's great. We should read books because books are filled with different stories. Stories that could inspire us and stories that are really fun. But now, I will read a story for you. Can you guess what I will read? Of course, you cannot guess because I still have not started my story yet. So this story will be about animals. Do you love animals? Oh, of course, we dearly love our animals and we have pets at our homes. So this is a story that I will read to you today. I hope that you will listen well. So sit down, relax, put that arms on your lap and listen carefully to our stories where we will have questions after this. So kids, our story this afternoon is about Bakawan. Story by Catherine Yun Ontelan, Rina Ray de Leon Sarmiento, May Astrid Tubias, and illustrated by Van Zeus Allen Bascott. Different animals live in Bakawan. In the water live small fishes like danggit. Under the roots you can find talangka with hundreds of shrimps pushing against each other. On the high branches of trees, birds like tagak build their nests. Bayawak is also often seen walking around the muddy grounds of Bakawan. Their sources are bountiful and their habitats is safe. Among all other animals, tagak is the most curious and most daring. He is fond in traveling and flying far away places, even to areas beyond the boundaries of Bakawan. He disappeared for a few days, and his friends are worried about him. Every time Tagak returns home, the animals gathered around him and listened to his stories. There was this huge ship full of people. The music was loud. The people were dancing. They were on the way to an island where there were more people having fun. They threw this. And Tagak showed a plastic paddle. Talangka pinched it. Bayawak bit it. What is this? Asked Danggit. This is where they put their water, answered Tagak. They drink from it. Water? But we are surrounded by water. Why do they need to put the water in a bottle? Wondered Danggit. Tagak left for another journey. This time, he brought home a shiny plastic bag. What is that for? Asked Danggit. I don't know, but I find it pretty. I will hang this nest on my decoration. One day, while the animals were talking, Bayawak arrived with a big gash on his tail. "What happened to you?" Danggit worriedly asked. Talangka look at the wound of poor Bayawak. "I saw something like the battle that Tagak brought home," said Bayawak. "I tried to get it, but I did not notice that it had sharp edges." "Oh no," said Talangka. "The same thing happened to Danggit yesterday." He said that there were too many of those shiny things that Tagak had been bringing home, and now they were floating on the water. He almost got inside one of those plastic bags. It was fortunate that some shrimps were passing by and helped him. When the animals gathered everyone, there was all the animals except Tagak. "Our home has become unsightly," said Danggit. "It has also become unsafe to live in," Bayawak said as he showed the wound in his tail. "It wasn't like this before," Talangka said. "Why don't we restore it to the way it was before?" asked Danggit. "I agree. Let us dispose of the things that did not used to be in Bakawan," suggested Bayawak. And they all agreed that they should clean up Bakawan. They began picking up different objects that were scattered all over Bakawan. They searched for something that could contain the bottles, plastic bags, and cans they collected. They saw a big net and used it as a container while they are picking up trash. They saw something floating in the water. It was huge with patches of white and black. They went closer. It was Tagak. He was unconscious and his feathers were covered with thick black liquid. What do you think happened? They wondered as they brought Tagak back to Bakawan. The animals divided the responsibilities among themselves. Some of them took care of Tagak, while others continued gathering trash. Tagak woke up a few moments later. "I saw a ship," he told them. "There was a black liquid leaking from one side. I went closer to it, but I got stuck to it. It was heavy. I couldn't fly until I passed out." The animals shivered from fear. They all thought that they should be careful of this black liquid. At last, the animals were able to gather all this trash scattered around Bakawan. They placed everything inside the net. The problem was, where would they bring all of this trash? They carefully thought about it. "What if we submerge them underwater? What if we bring them to the farthest corner of the forest? What if we just let the waters wash them out to the sea?" It was Tagak who thought of a solution to their problem. "In one town, there is a place where people segregate their waste so they can reuse them," he said. "Plastic bottles are gathered together, cans are also gathered together. The same thing was done to plastic bags. Then someone collects this and recycles them into containers. They even use the materials in entirely new ways. The animals agreed to bring their trash there. And so, Tagak assembled all the other birds and even bats. He asked for their help in carrying the net filled with trash. One night, while the people were fast asleep, they brought the net to the area that Tagak described. When they got there, they themselves segregated the trash just like the way people do it. Bakawan was restored to its former beauty. It was clean, safe, and bountiful in resources. From then on, the animals no longer collected trash. They maintained the cleanliness of their community. So again, this is the story of Bakawan. Okay, so the moral of our story is that the animals were able to realize that their habitat, the Bakawan or the mangroves, were being ruined by the trash being thrown by people. This is not just a moral story of how these animals think to clean their area, but this is the story of how as humans should be an example to always be mindful on the habitats of animals, to never ever throw anything that could create pollution, especially to the waters, especially to the oceans, to the rivers and the lakes. So we should not just maintain our Bakawan clean, but let's maintain our surrounding, our homes, our environments, the rivers, the forests, and all natural resources around us. So again, I hope you learned something. Again, this is Bakawan, our story. Goodbye, kids!